Wait, what do you mean I'm muted? Oh no. Oh no. Dude, I just recorded like a fucking 30-minute long video before this. Wait. Chat? Chat? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Chat. Chat. Dude, it was, oh no, guys, I no, dude, no, I have to re-record it. I have to re-record it. Okay. It's 30 minutes of raw footage, so it would have been probably about a 10, 12-minute video. Different takes. And... Fuck! Fuck! Okay, that's fine. Anyways, happy times. It looks like Bungie did a good job here. I don't want to jump the gun at all, but these two events look very promising. One of them seems to be kind of the most unique event we've had, depending how they implement it. We'll obviously have to wait and see. But someone did say, like, where is it? Bungie cooked just 2 months too late. Yeah, and like, look, I get it, okay? I can't stress enough. Like, I am as sad and mad or whatever at the state of the game as everyone, right? But we can either sit here and be fucking mad about it forever, or we can celebrate the little wins. Not even celebrate. We can just encourage the little wins, give feedback, and hope that the game rebuilds momentum. Everyone's favorite word nowadays. Rebuild momentum and get back to a state where it's fun to log in every day and we're looking forward to it. I do not subscribe to the mentality that because mistakes were made and some things came out half-baked, whatever, what have you, that we're not allowed to ever have fun in this franchise again. I think that is preposterous. I think that all that does is, like, fuck yourself over. Like, why would you, if you know that you have enjoyed this franchise to varying degrees, but there have been times where you have had so much fun in this game over the last 10 years, why would I make the active decision to not allow myself to ever experience that again? That's ridiculous. That is dumb. So, I see it a lot. I saw it a lot in the last video. I've seen it a lot on Reddit and on Twitter. Oh, why are we celebrating Bungie making a mistake and then fixing the mistake they made? Yeah, you're free to have that viewpoint. Yes, things should have launched better. Yes, things should never have gotten here, and that is the consequence of a large number of executive level decisions that have gotten the studio to where it is now, as well as, outside socioeconomic factors that have affected the studio and driven the executives to make those decisions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But we're finally moving in a positive direction. What the fuck? I just don't understand. I don't understand. You can criticize while still enjoying something. That's not what I'm saying. That is not at all what I just said. It is when, yo, what's up, Shrimp? It's when I say, like, hey, this is a great change. Good job, Bungie. Your job is not done. There's still a lot to do, but keep going in this direction. And people are like, oh, we're celebrating things that they did. And then they yeah, people make mistakes. Companies make mistakes. Like, fucking, yeah. Yeah, better late than never. I'm glad we're headed in the correct direction. Let's keep encouraging that. Because if we just sit here and we, like, bitch and we're like, hey, this game fucking sucks, and then they make changes to make it better, and we're like, it's better, but you suck, we're not allowed to have fun ever again, then it's like, what are we doing here? And this needs to be a positive feedback cycle that spins us back in the correct direction. So please do not ever come at me with the You can't say good jobs for things. Yeah, like we should let them know that they fucking fixed it. We made our opinions heard that they broke it and that it was bad. Let them know when they're heading in the right direction so they continue to do that. Now, how a Bungie cooked? They've given us a taster of what's to come, along with the rest of us. That won't go off without a hitch or a glitch. Holy fuck, brother. Learn how to use periods. It takes player numbers for them to rectify errors. Yeah, I had already addressed this. Thanks for the triple fucking run-on sentence, though. Yeah, so that's why there's a question mark in the title, because as I started the stream off with, I don't want to jump the shark. Actually, I started the stream off with a lot of silence because my mic wasn't working. But then once I got it working, like one of the first things I said, Russ Pinkerton, yo lab, what's up? Russ Pinkerton, what I led off with was that I don't want to jump the gun. This looks very promising. They have very potentially cooked here. It looks to be one of the most unique events we have ever gotten. There's no need to be a jackass about it, dog. Actually, my mom could make a better video game. Like, dude, suck me off. Like, what are we fucking doing here? Anyways, there are 2 events that they talked about in this TWAB, and actually both really cool. My biggest complaint with Solstice was the fact that there was no unique activity, and they made a unique-ish activity. There's at least an activity with Festival of the Lost, and it's not Haunted Sectors. That is good. I know people are allergic to saying, hey, this is good, Bungie. Good, keep doing this. I'm not allergic to that, and it actually benefits us as the player to keep saying that. This is sick. So this is the key art for it. It is essentially a modified Altars of Sorrow, which has been not relevant for 5 years. So this is like a really good use of bringing up old content, making it relevant again. Similar type of direction that the Portal's trying to do, with the unique exception that this has specific, unique, awesome loot. Very cool. We get new armor sets. Yes, these are Everburst. That sucks as always. Blah, blah, blah. I get it. But also, we have two new weapons. A kinetic SMG and a bow of some type. I forget what type of bow, sorry. And unique shinies. They look awesome. They look legitimately great. They look legitimately great. People keep forgetting that the devs are trying their best. Even, like, let's say even if they're not trying their best. Positive feedback is still really fucking important. You know? I just don't understand why we are allergic to saying, like, hey, I like this. This is good. Strandbow? Sick. Yeah, they'll be available for Bright Dust and Ari. Yeah, you can be Jason. You can be Slenderman. You can be, La Loretta? Is that what this one's called? Not being a jackass, just been down this road many times before. That's all I'm saying. Also, my mom can't make a video game. She's dead. I'm sorry. That's a brutal thing to say. Or I apologize. My point being, we have this. It is just. Sorry. I don't know what to fucking say anymore. It's good to give positive affirmation because we don't want the game to be shit forever, boys and girls. That's as simple as I can say it. We want the game to get better. So when the game is getting better, we say good job, and they hopefully take that and be like, yes, we keep doing good things. Been playing more this week after taking a month-long plus break since Ash and Iron dropped, and this feels so much better. Yeah, I agree. There are things that I'm going to discuss in a video that I had just recorded without audio, so that I have to re-record. But I completely agree. I completely agree. It also seems like it's mixed with some Onslaught-adjacent things. They mentioned defenses. Oh, did they? To be honest, kind of skimmed the festival part, so we'll read this here. Give me a sec. Yeah, for real, Joe. After years of delving into haunted lost sectors, we have a new PvE activity coming with Festival of the Lost. Haunted Altars. It's a six-player match-made activity on the moon. And you could say that it's a spooky spin on Altars of Sorrow. Defeat waves of enemies, build defenses, and feed your monsters before popping it like a piñata full of candy. I don't know what the fuck that means, but that's awesome. The other activity inspired by Festival of the Lost is Red Rumble. Red Rum, that's pretty fun. Interesting name, isn't it? It's a 6-player version of Rumble where you shoot headless ones to drop ammo, explosive pumpkins, and more tools that will help you defeat your opponents. Does this not sound like PvEVP? Doesn't that sound awesome? Now, what about weapons? We have 2 brand new and a reprise from last year, and they will all have a bright green holofoil alternative version to earn as a rare drop. Gunburn, instead of Brightburn, that's pretty fun. Kinetic lightweight frame submachine gun, yes, has kinetic tremors. Hushed Whisper, strand percent. Do you think that's, surely that's Brightburn, right? I don't know, because Hushed Whisper, what would that be a reference to? Hush, the Batman villain? Maybe. An Arcane Embrace. So Strand Precision Frame Bow. I wish the game had more open world activities on them like altars. They used to. That used to be something they did all the time, and that stopped with the final shape. I don't know why they stopped. Theo, thank you for the 41 months. Scaro, thanks for all you do. Keeping awesome. Hope to see more music covers soon. I am working on music in the background for sure. Viva Pinata collab. Rush, how you doing? It's an Elb? Oh, Elb murder. Oh, I see. That's why it's in parentheses. Red rum. Victoria and I, after we watched The Shining, way overrated. It's fine. Doctor Sleep, the sequel, way better. And it's got Ewan McGregor in it, I think. Yeah, it does. Way better. Shining, as a horror aficionado, as someone who really loves horror movies, I'm not a fan of The Shining. If you can drive tanks and brigs, I'll pop. I don't think so, but maybe. Perchance. For sure. All right, we'll keep going. These weapons will drop as eerie engrams from the 2 event-specific activities, with up to 2 daily eerie engrams also dropping from other portal activities. You can also buy them with candy, of course, and the event home has some of them as part of the event rank awards and event shop. And the best news is all Festival of the Lost weapons will drop a higher tier than your current level. That allows you to earn, just like Solstice. That's all we have to share about Festival of the Lost before it goes live. When October 21st comes, visit Eva to get your first mask so you can earn candies and get everything rolling. Do we think we're going to get new masks? Are there new masks in the database? You can't just say perchance? I'm gonna. Dude, people in both chats say you can't just say perchance. I'm gonna just say perchance. I definitely love to see them do something with all these planets, like each planet having several activities in their own specific loot. I cover something similar to this in the video that I thought I recorded. There are sick. There's also a Twitch fucking emblem, so watch me next week get a Twitch emblem. So this looks great. Just straight up unique things to grind, holofoils to grind, 2 unique activities. I am very excited for this. I think this is like exactly the type of thing that the game really needs to keep fresh. I have been very open with the fact that I think the events team is absolutely killing it. Yes, I would like to see, like, for instance, Photonatria Farah is in pretty much every event, and it has 4 different shiny variants. It's like, that's fine. Give me something like, I would love more loot and more unique loot between events. But for the actual activities and the diversity of events, I think they are absolutely fucking killing it right now in a way that I'm really happy with. So I think that's sick. What the fuck is photonutrient right? Is that the shit plants do? It's the shotgun pistol. Favorite holiday plus favorite game plus favorite in-game event. My playtime on Destiny 2 will be quite high. Yeah, and I'm excited for this. And if it is just Onslaught in Altars of Sorrow, I mean, that's fucking awesome. Sorry, but aren't the sets available to earn in-game? I don't remember them being in Eververse. I believe they will be Silver and Bright Dust. I don't think you can earn those in-game. I feel like they also would have mentioned it here, but they did not. There's a shotgun pistol? There are 2 shotgun pistols. What, Lab? What? Call to Arms preview. So Call to Arms. What makes you think it'll be like Onslaught? This sentence here. Defeat waves of enemies, build defenses, and feed your monster before popping it like a piñata full of candy. What was the last time we got a 6-player activity? Oh my god, bro. The last 6-player activity we got? Excision? No, that's 12. Wait, wait. Wait! Oh my god, it's been so long! No way! Wish, Coil, Altar, Savathun, Spire. What? Deep? Salvage? Salvage was 6 people, right? No way! No way! It's been... What? It's been a year and a half? Huh? Catch Crash was 6 people? Catch Crash was like way before Salvage. No way! That's crazy! How have I not realized that? What? Infinite Force was actually good. I'm in the vast minority, it appears, that does not like the Haunted Forest. I do not think that was a good event. I do not think it was interesting. I'm not a fan of Haunted Sectors, but I do like them more than Haunted Forest by a good bit. Genuinely, the last 3 were Wellspring, Catch Crash, and Salvage. That's fucked. What? That's crazy. That's actually fucking insane. Well, good to have it back. I'm looking forward to it. A 6-man-ish... Wait, it is 6-man, right? Yeah, 6-man-ish Onslaught thing. Very cool. That's going to be fun. Call to Arms. If I had to describe this to someone, I would say Call to Arms is pretty much just a Destiny Rising event. And that's a good thing. This is the first event in forever, since Witch Queen, that uses some form of like in-game leaderboard metric. And I think it's also the second event ever to do that. It's awesome. This is going to be so good. I'm really excited for this, and this feels like exactly what the Portal was built to support. This feels really fun. Starting November 11th. It's also, what's crazy about this, right? Do we have a 1-week break between these 2 events? It's like 2 weeks of festival, 1 week, 2 weeks of Call to Arms. What was it, Witch Queen? One of the Guardian Games events did this. Anyways, fucking awesome. Devrim K has been tapped by the Vanguard in the last... What do you mean Desert Perpetual? Fuck does Desert Perpetual have to do with anything? Did that have a leaderboard? No. Anyways, Devrim K has been tapped by the Vanguard to help the last city find the best gear and soul for its mortal forces. Devrim is asking all Guardians to put on their best loadouts to test by racking up higher scores than ever before. To aid in that effort, Guardians can visit Devrim to increase the chance of receiving select weapons from the season's events via weapon attunements. Devrim will also be importing daily shipments that feature powerful gear from different activities. This will be a great time to complete your seasonal gear collection before Renegades begins. So this seems like it's kind of like a catch-up mechanic event type thing. Where it's like, hey, if you want to farm out, like I think this is the smoke jumper set maybe, but this is also the rare crossbow. So it's kind of like the end of season catch-up event. Event weapons that are attainable via Devrim's weapon attunements with a chance to receive their holofoil variant include the submersion combat bow, romantic death, grenade launcher, folded root, rocket launcher, ribboned tail, trace rifle, Senancia sword, photonitria Farah, shout out, hand cannon, and trackiness shotgun. This is also very interesting right here. Additionally, as a thank you from the last city for your efforts, Devrim has arranged for new cutting-edge procurements to be delivered to those who participate. Cutting-edge procurements contain a random assortment of new Season 28 gear and other goodies designed to help you get a head start in Renegades. So we're getting, I would assume, portal stuff, Renegades portal stuff. We're getting it early in this event, which is kind of fucking weird. Kind of weird. Do you see that all the teams for Desert Perpetual Contest, regular and epic, 99% of the teams didn't have a single hunter? Oh, really? My clear for both of those had a single hunter. Sneaky. So, it looks like the old... Is this the EDZ armor? Or it's also... I forget. Sorry. I'm not like an emblem. I'm not like an armor simp. Especially for like I hate this style of armor. The Destiny 1 armor look, I hate it so much. I know I'm in the minority here. I know this is Destiny 2, but it's like the closest thing to Destiny 1 armor we have in Destiny 2. Minus like the duality armor. Is this is the EDZ armor? Wasn't it also the Dead Orbit armor? Watch them drop the lightsaber. I would not expect this to drop Renegades gear. I would expect this to drop stuff from the portal, which is the seasonal gear. Yes? Okay. So, cool. Finally, Devrim knows that some exotic Guardians don't want to just use the best gear. They want to look their best as well. Well, this is so peak, dude. This is so peak. All players can earn exclusive cosmetics, such as the new exotic weapon ornament for New Malpais, which is this is like the 4th or 5th, I think, exotic ornament we've ever been able to earn for free. That wasn't, like Bright Dust or whatever. By completing event ranks, which will also unlock rewards, including a sparrow. Stop making sparrows! Skimmers. Ships, ghost shell, shader, finisher. Oh, a free finisher. What the fuck? Has there ever... Huh? Lightsabers confirmed the dungeon exotic? Where has that been confirmed? Has there ever been a free finisher before? I can't think of a single one. And holofoil weapons. For those who want to push the limits of their build and skill, Guardians will be able to go head-to-head to compete for an exclusive universal helmet ornament, among other prestigious prizes. Competitive format reward eligibility. Call the arms competition as Guardians to compete against each other for high scores in any or all of 5 different portal activities. At the end of the event, Guardians will receive prestigious prizes based on their final competitive standing in each one of the activities, with the exception of Cutting Edge Zone Control, which requires a... with the exception of Cutting Edge Zone Control, which requires a full set of new gear, there is no restrictions to loadouts that may be equipped. So this is put on your best builds, Speedrun, build craft, and like freaking min-max the shit out of these things. Launching call to arms activities from the event home will make you and your fire team eligible for competitive high scores. The activities are as follows. Heliostat, great. Look, I'm not a big fan of the Heliostat mission. I don't think really many people are. This is an awesome use of new activities. Encourage us to farm them and min-max them and spend time in them in a way that kind of gives us a different perspective of the mission. And it's like a more new, interesting way to interact with this mission that I'm very excited for. I think this is a great move on them to use this. The coil salt mines, probably would have picked a better one than that. Proving grounds. And this is, keep in mind, this is one solo op, one fire team op, two pinnacle ops, and then a crucible op as well, cutting edge zone control. Your high scores are awarded competitor points based off of on how that score compares to the scores as a percentile of all the other guardians. The total number of competitor points determines the rewards received at the end of the event. Awesome new Sparrow. Beautiful new Sparrow. Should have been a skimmer. To give perspective, Guardians who can earn a top 10% score for 2 of the 5 call to arms activities will earn enough competitor points to be eligible for the new Universal Helmet Ornament. The best of the best Guardians scoring in the top 1% in any one activity will also have enough points to be eligible for that same reward. Here's a breakdown of all the prestigious competitive prizes. 2 new emblems, 1 granted to all players who post a high score, and 1 for top scoring Guardians. A new Transmat effect. Oh my god, is that the second free Transmat effect? Zol being the first? Shader, and the legendary helmet. And guys, this is fucking awesome. Okay, like, come the fuck on. If I get this shit is literally never leaving my transmog. This is the ultimate, like, you see this person in the tower and you're like, what the fuck? That's so sick, bro. So sick. Man, so like, I'm so excited for this because this event is essentially like encouraging you to interact with the portal in a way where you kind of have to maximize your score multiplier, which will make you, put different modifiers on it, but also your speed, your light's going to matter because certainly ultimate is going to give higher. They actually didn't say whether this is separated into different. Maybe there's a set difficulty for these. We actually don't know. So I'm interested to see that. But maybe light level matters because you have to be 450, 470 to compete in the highest difficulty 1, where you get the highest scores. It also serves as a catch-up event where it'll help you get the season 27 seasonal stuff from Ash and Iron and Edge of Fate, like the Edge of Fate portal, and shiny versions of all of that. It's a catch-up event, and it's a preview head start event where you will get next season stuff early. Dude, this is like the pinnacle of an event in Destiny. It uses the portal in a way that's like interesting. It causes you to interact with the scoring system in ways that you probably wouldn't before, because instead of just getting enough to get the highest rewards, like you're actually sending it. It's giving you a wide variety of short and long and new and old missions to go in min-max, and you get like a fucking insane amount of rewards for doing it. Wait, we've never gotten a head start loot since Forsaken? Yeah. FOMO event when the game is in an all-time low is kind of an L for my squad. Bro, that's the point. You're the loot doctor. Your name is Loot Doctor, dog. The point of a FOMO event, all FOMO means is there's shit to do. There's shit to do and there's shit to grind. Do you think Bungie's gonna be like, hey, our population's at an all-time low? Let's not put any grindable. Let's no new loot, No new activity. Yeah. Yeah, there's a FOMO event because they want to entice you to come back. That's the point. That's literally the point. This is the time to do an event like this. I literally hate the word. I hate the hate for the word FOMO. It's just another trigger word. Yes, in a game like Destiny, FOMO is literally a requirement. Now, they can go overboard, but a game with no loot urgency is exactly what we have right now. Because there is no urgency to grind loot, no one is playing. They need to entice you to play a wide variety of activities for a wide variety of loot that have a wide variety of different implications, and it's something to get excited about. This is exactly what the game needs right now. Have you seen the bug where matchmaking just gives up, doesn't connect you with people for acclaim? No, I haven't. It feels like Guardian Games competition, which is good. It feels like Destiny Rising in Guardian Games had a baby, and this is awesome. I really the idea of this flex cosmetic is this is fucking awesome, dude. This is so good. All loot must be guaranteed. I want to play one solo op and get my rare exclusive cosmetics. Yeah. I read it as when Renegades launches, we'll get a package that contains these rewards as a head start for participating in the event. Is that what that says? Sorry, let me reread that. Maybe that's how that goes. All players can earn exclusive cosmetic. Oh, no, sorry, wait. As a thank you from the Lost City for your efforts, Devrim has arranged for new cutting-edge procurements to be delivered to those who participate. Cutting-edge procurements contain a random assortment of new 28 gear and other goodies. Head start in Renegades. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe you don't get it until Renegades. That is actually a possibility. Man. This is awesome, guys. Look, I know it sucks to be like, good things are, this is a good thing. I know it sucks to be like, there's a billion bad things in the game, but how dare you say there's a billion bad things in one good thing? I know you're not allowed to do that. But this is a good thing, and we should encourage more of this. Like I said, I don't want to jump the shark too much. I want to get my hands on this and see how it feels in-game. But every aspect of this event and Festival of the Lost looks like a fucking A+ for me. I think that's sick. I think this is really sick. Good job all around. I'm excited to play it. And I hope it plays as well as it sounds like it's going to. Very cool. I'm in a speedrun tournament. When am I in a speedrun tournament? Saturday. Where the fuck am I? Did I skip myself? Yeah. Saturday at Reset. With me, ATP, G, Llama, Remy, and Toity. So, pretty excited to do that. We have practice tomorrow. And there's a lot more teams competing than I thought. So, the teams I am, like, super fucking terrified of. Spiteful. These guys are good at the game. Not like all of these people are good at the game, but like this has Special and Luigi and Mario and Sutek. Like these guys are like, well, really all 6 of these people are really fucking good at the game. Terrifying. Yeah, I didn't realize Salt was going for this. Terrifying. Oh yeah, and it just so happens that Vendetta is going. Okay, dude. Oh wait, where's Aegis? Where's Aegis at? He is competing. I did know that. Where's he at? Wait. Oh, there he is. I totally skipped him. Yeah, I'm scared of him too. Actually, their team's already been posting insane fucking times. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm blind. I was looking for the A, not the T. If I have to be real, Aegis gets first place. Special Hero gets second place, and I'm fucking fighting for third place, but we probably get domed by fucking these guys. The cool thing is you have a 6-hour window And you can only do your speedruns in those 6 hours. So not only do you have to know the speedrun, you don't just get unlimited attempts, right? Like you have a set window. And I think that's a really cool idea for this. So. After checking the rules for Festival of the Lost Weapons, I can say I'm not going to farm for them. I would just encourage people to be careful with that because people said the exact same thing about the Rights of the Nine, and now the that SMG, was that the No Survivors? Whatever that SMG is literally like the most like FOMO role of all time. Like it's an incredible role for surge matching, and just like and super generation, and no one fucking has it, so everyone has to use the Apex instead. So, as long as they keep making stuff earnable in the game, it will continue to be good and the player base will be happy. I hope so. Yeah, target lock rewind. Yeah, like literally no one thought that was going to be good. 5 people got it. Literally the most like 0.01% FOMO copium roll of all time ended up panning out, and now no, you can't get it anymore. So yeah, fucking good stuff. What is this? So hell yeah, I'm excited, man. I also did a lot of grinding last night. I did all 4 of my... Shout out to Arska. We did all 4 of the Grandmaster fucking conquests. So I've done all of these. So that means a couple of things. That means that I gilded my Conqueror. So now I have Max Conqueror again, which is very exciting. What am I up to? Conqueror fucking 15. Jesus Christ. That means the only guild I have left is Trials, and then I'll once again have every title, every guild. So I'll make sure to do this probably this weekend. And then I'll be back to every Max Triumph score, every title, every guild. That also means that I'm now up to level 505. So, pretty excited for that. Do you think Bungie will recover? I hope so. I hope so, man. Like I said, like, I said this early in the stream, but this game, like for so many of us, has provided so like many moments of enjoyment, and it seems really dumb to me to restrict yourself to like into a way of thinking that like, oh, I never want Bungie to recover. Oh, I hope this game dies, because like that restricts yourself to never feeling that again. Like the high points of Destiny, I think that's really dumb. Like if you've ever enjoyed Destiny, I literally cannot think of a justified reason for you not to want it to recover. No matter how good Marathon is, it'll always be known as the game that killed Destiny. Maybe the people that like don't think very hard. Same white level as me, hashtag washed. What the fuck? Yeah, I was all over the LFG last night, dude. Yeah, I LFG'd a bunch of shit last night. Like, yeah, I was in Fire Team Finder. I was in the Discord. Like, people are always like, LFG's hell. I've had nothing but great experiences with LFG pretty much my entire Destiny time. And people fucking hate me, so. Do you have every seal from previous seasons? Yes, I have literally everything. What's up, Arska? Yeah, dude, Arska and I did that. Okay, the Savathun Spire Grandmaster Conquest is the most fucked, like, bullshit ever, dog. It loads you in, no ammo, no HUD. So you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. But yeah, I have every title, every seal, everything, yeah. If Bungie maintains momentum, I think they can recover. We can't just have another launch day portal situation, or else that resets momentum. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I just don't understand, like, when people are, like, actively cheering for something to fail. Like, I just, that's not only bad. Like, once again, that, like, the idea that you never want to experience happiness in this franchise again is so fucking stupid to me. Like, I just don't understand that. I like, everyone in my brain should be hoping for a rebound if you've ever enjoyed this game at all. Like, I don't understand. I cannot rationalize a reason why that wouldn't be the case. Do you use sunbracers for conquests? I use no exotics for conquests. Yo, Arska, thank you for the 38 months. Whoever designed that god-awful conquest needs to see the 5th or 6th circle of hell. It's because people cannot accept responsibility for their own unhealthy relationship with something. God damn, spitting bars. All right, what do I still need?
Ikora and I have our disagreements, but we will always resolve them and be stronger for it.
What do I still... What bonus engrames do I have? Okay. Nothing with 3 there. Oh, I can do battleground core. Big core guy. Oh my god, I still have a lot. I still have, like, every pinnacle. Holy fuck. Does this make you do all of Avalon? Yo, Asmi, thank you for the tier 1. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great, man. No, I didn't run an exotic. Yes, you can rewind Twitch if you do the Twitch boost thing, or if you're a sub, I think. Renegades needs a good campaign experience along with good activity post-campaign to farm. 100% agree. And good loot to farm from said activity. Totally agree. All right. Chat. If you have a lot of bonus engrams and you would like to farm some activities at high light, if you're like 450 or above and you would like to farm, please consider joining. And then once we get 2 gamers, we'll just go do stuff. Check your DMs. Oh no. Lab.
We have much to discuss.
So Lab sent me a picture of this clip from the TWAB underlined. Feed your monsters before popping it like a pinata full of candy. And then this gif. So that's a Lab classic right there. Oh shit. Okay, well. Yeah, I made the mistake of asking people to join and then not paying attention. Okay. I'll go based off of highest light. Oh fuck yeah. Wait, I'll do it based off of drip. Okay, pretty standard. Not bad. Not bad. Not really vibing with that one, Eternal, not gonna lie, bro. Oh, come on. Okay, if Yeetster's anything but an all-black hunter, they're fine. Okay. Eternal, Mordecai, love your faces. Thanks for joining up. Maybe I'll switch up the fire teams here in a bit. Oh, I can stay. Look at this. Beautiful. I can stay for sure. Joe, dog, look, we all know that you just have a fucking hate boner for my drip because I have the helmet that you will never have. Okay? You're not sleek with it, Joe. What? Why am I C? Huh? This was so much easier yesterday. What? No, we're back to the modifiers. Not the modifiers, bro. Not the modifiers, bro. Not the modifiers, bro. Braun? Where the fuck is Braun at? Am I stupid? Someone help me here. Oh. Wait, is it... Should we not just do extinction? Oh, no revives. Fucking right. Oh, I thought they fixed this. I was so excited that they fixed this. And then... Oh, now I'm angry they didn't fucking fix it. Alright. I was so excited because I didn't have to put on fucking modifiers, dude. Pressure cooker, it's so easy. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll do that after this. Is it easy to get the all that emblem in chat, or are they pretty limited? I deadly don't. I'm gonna be like super fucking real with you. I have no idea what you're talking about. To be fair, it's literally just pressure cooker, bane, one surge, brawn. Okay. I'll do that. Everyone, right now, it looks like for sometime in the next week, I'm gonna have a sponsorship, like an ad read. It is something pretty cool, actually. So, if you want to support the channel, just make sure to watch like the next video or two. Smiley face. It's not ball shaving. It's something that actually is gonna really help people. Genuinely. I don't want to talk about it yet because I'm not getting paid yet, but it's actually a really, really fun opportunity. What like socks do you like? Ankles. The only time I wear longer socks than that is when I'm playing hockey. Then I wear like dress socks. Running Whisper without movement tech is crazy. Dog, I'm just here to like fucking vibe, you know what I mean? Yeah, I did the fucking shower one. It's not Raid Shadow Legends. Ankle socks suck ass? Bro, why are your socks sucking your ass? What? So what you're saying, he's gonna be a paid shill? Yeah, pretty much. See, you know what's really annoying is like people calling me a paid shill when I'm not actually making like money. So now my mentality is, well, if people are gonna call me a paid shill anyways, fuck them. Might as well get paid for it. No, not really. Like, I will, you know, up to this point, I haven't really taken any sort of brand deals or anything, and that's because I haven't really believed in anything. Like, I haven't really like needed to do that. But if an opportunity, if there's something that I'm going to talk about anyways, or I would likely talk about or interact with, and then someone offers to pay me for it, I'm like, duh. Austin, no! Should have kept Mordecai. Oh no. Blue glow on helmet, white glow on chest piece, silver glow, or wait, what the fuck? Purple glow on boots, 0 stylistic consistency? Dog. We've all seen how you dress, Joe. Like, with all due respect. Yeah, okay. Okay, buddy. As a scientist, you're being paid to keep the globe Earth lie a secret? Yes. Wait, fuck, no. How about you consist yourself some bitches? Is crazy, bro. Oh shit, oh fuck, oh god. Yeah, I should really put on a sword for this shit, eh? No, fuck yourself, dude. You have all the triumphs here. Did you see the new trailer that Destiny Rising put out? Yup. God, dude, every time I see something like that on Twitter and I'm like, oh, this would be cool. Like, oh, or sorry, like, oh, this looks sick. And then I just go about my day. And then I'm scrolling through my inbox and people, like 18 creators have made videos on it and they all have like pretty good views. And I'm like, man, I really missed an opportunity to fucking clickbait the shit out of the witness, eh? The amount of money that I have definitely left on the table over my YouTube career by just like not making videos when I should have. My house could be paid off. Oh, man. But yes, the trailer looks fucking awesome. Is this the best exotic mission ever made? From what standpoint? From the discovery aspect, yes. From the actual, like, encounters and, like, doing shit and, like, the replayability aspect, like, absolutely fucking not. Like, I love Whisper. It's got, oh my god, I'm bad at the game. It's got a real big place in my heart for what it has done. For, like, literally this mission changed my life. It, like, kickstarted the channel, that sort of stuff. Like, I adored this mission. But, like, let's not sit here and pretend like it's, like, mechanically interesting. You know what I mean? Oh, motherfucker, bro.
Guardian down.
What do you think is the best exotic mission? Dual Destiny. Not even close. I always forget it exists because it's not a weapon. But Dual Destiny is, like, in terms of replayability, even, like, it's up there in terms of, like, the discovery factor as well. Seraph Shield's the best exotic mission. Seraph Shield has too many sections that are very annoying to repeat for me. I think it is about 30% too long, and there's a lot of sections where it's just like, do this annoying puzzle. That's like nothing. I learned the other day, Astrocrox doesn't do mechanics on day one. What? Dual Destiny's a hard compete, yeah. I think 0 Hour for mission design is my favorite. 0 Hour is truthfully pretty low on my list. I think, once again, discovery and like that first few time experience for 0 Hour is very high. 0 Hour does not have a lot of replayability to me. I think that's another one where it's a lot of just like running, not really anything interesting to do. But I would say I do like Seraph Shield's up there for me. I just don't think it's the best. Oh shit. Presage. I would put Presage above Seraph Shield. I'd probably put Avalon above Presage. It's not even fair to put Avalon. Avalon almost belongs in its own category. Like, it is pretty much a dungeon. Like, it just almost doesn't even deserve... Like, the fact that Avalon, Other Side, and Vox Obscura are all considered to be, like, the same type of content is fucking crazy. Encore is, like, pretty aggressively mid for me, I would say. Straight middle of the pack. Harbinger, bottom of the list. Fuck Harbinger, dude. Brown the mission. Hey, how do you like... Hey, Bob, look at this this concept art I'm drawing up. It's got some really unique texture. Brown. The concept art, a coffee stain, true. Kel's Fall clears. Kel's Fall is like pretty far down the bottom of the list for me. I do not enjoy being in that mission at all. The fake Ascendant Realm thing, the purple realm, the pink realm, I thought it was cool at first. It just hurts my eyes now every time. The mechanics are ass. There are way too many fucking bosses. It's too long. I really am not a fan of Kel's Fall. Kel's Fall, I think for me goes below mid, and it starts getting to the point where I like actively don't like it. Which is a relatively new, that was not something I knew about myself until the portal. And I had to replay it a bunch, and then I was like, wow, I really fucking hate this mission. I haven't done any of these dungeon ones. Are they fine? What did someone say? Okay, wait, what did someone say here? What's the... So, Brawn, a Surge. What else? Pressure Cooker? Where does one locate a pressure cooker? Own a Bane. Oh, fuck off. What about the Barrow Dyad mission? That's called Derealize. That's fine. It's in the middle somewhere, I'd say. Pressure cooker. So a Bane pressure cooker. The clock icon. Oh my god. Look how fucking off-center these are. Wait, what's happening here? Why do these look so bad? Clock icon. Oh, the cup. Okay, and then someone told me to use Brawn. Hey! Yeah, brother.
We're going Nightmare in the call run.
Wait, what the fuck? Nightmare Galron? It's the first part? Do you fight Keitel? It's from start to Galron? Bro, I'm such a dungeon op hater. This is the first time I'm running them. And I certify myself as a dungeon op hater. Not, fuck up, fuck me, dude. The player count on Steam 5 minutes ago was just below 15,000. You want to know why? Holy fuck me, dude. Can you please, why?
but it is not.
Why? Look, man, I'm perfectly fine to like hear your grievances and have a conversation, but why are so many people averse to using punctuation? Holy fuck, I gotta go slow here. Or I could just read it like Sparrow does it. Player count on Steam 5 minutes ago was below 15,000. You want to know why? Because everyone that was 500, 550 got a big middle figure. Your time meant nothing. Your time meant nothing, actually. Okay. Cool. Except, what? Like 0.001% of the player base got even to 500, so your theory sucks. Not saying there's there's obviously a problem with the progression from 500 to 550 and they're actually being rewarding above 470 at all, but your theory's a bad one. And please learn to use a fucking period, dude. On God.
Not callous, but an echo of him. This is a recollection of a time since past.
My bell of conquest is so grand, because I have lived a grand life. One day, my daughter, yours will be just as...
Are these full mechanics, too? Oh, shit.
You are
Alright, I gotta put on movement classes. I'm sorry. Oh, no, I'm gonna die. Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck me. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Sorry, I gotta put on... Thank you. Wait! No! No! Yeah, I deserve that. How difficult was it, do you think, about adding a whole dungeon as a pinnacle up? I just don't... I do not like the idea of dungeons at all being in pinnacle ops. I covered this in the video that I thought I recorded that my mic wasn't on for, so I'm going to re-record tonight and hopefully be out tomorrow if I get approval from the ad people. This guy soloed Atheon, dude, like 7 years ago. I'm fucking washed. Yeah, I should have better gear on. That's a Scaro diff. Too lazy to make raid/dungeon site gear. This is one of the things I truly do not believe this is a matter of effort. I think this is a matter of time. Everyone is so quick to throw out the lazy thing, dude. And I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Being a professional in a professional field, I think it is so disrespectful to look at people in other professional fields and just assume that they're being lazy when there's 10 layers of red tape between their ideation and their workflow and their final product. I mean, every aspect of this expansion launched relatively unfinished, right? We know that they're half the amount of devs that they are used to, half or less or fewer the amount of devs that they're used to for the majority of Destiny 2's life cycle. There are certainly budget constraints and time constraints and crazy timetables that they have to hit. Sitting here and your first thought going to lazy is a very lazy thing to do. You know what's crazy? I wish I could go back and make myself not get a degree and play Destiny inside. Wait, you know what's crazy? I wish I could go back and make myself not get a degree and play Destiny instead. Worst decision I ever made? Bro, what? Where am I?
But those are not so readily available. So I made you.
So I made. I don't even fucking remember how this works. We're looking for doggy. Oh, fuck! We're looking for doggies? Old dungeon loot would probably also really benefit from the new tier system. Yes, I agree. I totally agree. I had like an entire 5-minute section dedicated to this in the video that I now have to re-record. But I agree. It is part of the... I totally agree. You guys should watch that video when it comes out. Smiley face. Hopefully tomorrow. Should upload that video twice. One without audio and one with audio. yeah. That's same wavelength. TWAB, same wavelength. That's awesome. Was there a twid today? Yeah. No, there was no twid today. There was a TWAB today. Hell yeah, brother. People really be out here calling themselves free thinkers and then using terms like twid, bro. Bro, this guy has entirely too much fucking health. Yeetster! Also, I'm bad at the game. That doesn't help. Bad build, L. Bro, this build is goated. Look at this. Boop. I will say, Power Delta feels largely fine, with the exception of boss health. Boss health, bit much. Wait, you are the Scarrow? Sorry, bro, but we played Fickrel together, and after all, I was like, damn, I know this name. Thanks again for the run. I got my support. Hey, there we go. Yeah, it was a good run, man. Joe, what the fuck? Lab's stepmom seems like a, what's like a classic, like mid-European name? Doris. I'm going for Doris. Or Mary. But spelled all weird, like Marie. Maria? No, wrong part of Europe. Svetlana? Also wrong part of Europe. Jake Wellen? Damn, I almost got my second super. That sucks so bad. Charlotte or something. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, goodness. Note to self, definitely stick with fire team ops. They are way faster, and you don't have to think. You know what I'm really curious of? I really want to see what a marathon twid looks like. A twim, if you will. A TWAB, if you will. This week at Beast. Or they could call it this week on Tau Ceti. Twat. Twot. They should call it twot. Funny as shit, dude. This week in Tau Ceti. Wait. This week in Tau Ceti. H. Give me something with an H. This week in Tau Ceti's hell. Tau Ceti's haven. It would be Twitch. This week in Tau Ceti. Helm. Hole. Yes! This week in Tau Ceti's hole. Twitch. Did we miss one? Did not mean to do that. Alright, we going back. Sith somewhere in the heavens. Dude, I fucking love that line so much. Somewhere in the heavens. Your mother. Still up. Bam! 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 What's happening? Oh, did you? Okay, wait. Oh shit! Fucking go! This week in Marathon, we sold like 5 copies of games, so we're shutting down the service. Sorry about that. Nah, dude. You guys just don't understand. There is I don't know if it'll hit metrics. I don't know what metrics are. But there will be, units will sell. I mean, it's a Bungie game. It'll, you know, be a good time. Plus, like, every Bungie game seems like it's gonna fail. Obviously, it's a different situation. But I saw a tweet the other day that was like, you guys don't understand. We are in a hell where every Bungie game succeeds and then becomes the worst thing that ever happens to you, or something like that. It's like, it is the inevitable. I hope there's another ARG for Marathon before it fully launches. You and me both, man. Copium. Give me loot. Bro, did every fucking thing just go to my postmaster? Are you serious right now? Some stuff. Dude, we are fucking... We're getting some power here, okay? I feel like, how many bonus... If Avalon doesn't give you base 4 bonus drops, 1 second. Like, how many drops does Avalon give you? 3. Like, in what world does Avalon give you the same number of drops as... You are out of your fucking mind, bro. Who balances this shit? Who? Who's like, yeah. Bro, I don't fucking care if they're different drop pools. It's the same light increase. Bro. High-key very unhappy with how Bungie's handled their 2 most recent music-related puzzles. You're just mad because I solved the puzzle one before you could. The Scorgan one. I don't think I want to do any of this. Like, this is all... It's all just worse. Like, oh, well... I could do a Midtown. Well, let's start with all the fire team mobs. These are just faster. These are just objectively way fucking faster. Alright, what do we need here? Okay, so we need to do... Blah, and we need to do brawl. And then someone said I can add other shit, too. I can add these? This doesn't hurt me that much? Like, what if I do, like, a... And a Bane? Someone said there's ones that are just free. These? I don't really... Okay, we're just gonna do this. And then I'm gonna put on the sword. We're fucking flying here. No. Okay, we're good. Wait, why is this only dropping 509? I'm 507. This should be 510, right? Or is it +2 plus 500 for fire team ops? Well, I have an A, so I should get an A plus, right? And then it'll be +3. Max, you can get just +2. Oh, okay. I barely remember the marathon one. I remember it ended up being like 512 or 312 or something. Like I remember a number like that. But I remember it just being dumb. Like I remember being like, what? That's the answer? We were trying to do shit with it. It's like, oh, the notes are off by this much. It was just, I just remember it being really dumb. What's the best hunter build right now? That is a sneaky hunter question. Or a sneaky beaver question. What are you grinding power for? Just to be a Chad. Well, since power isn't resetting next season, I mean, I think it's objectively like a good idea to get powered now while there's nothing going on. So that way you're fully prepared for literally anything that requires higher power next season. Have you tried Mega Bonk? No, I have not. We need tier 5 exotics with renegades. They said they wasn't happening until next year. Don't hold your breath. Once again, like, their timelines were already super long, and all of this shit that they're having to do, fixing Portal and stuff, that's just gonna make everything else take longer, right? Like, if everything could just be in the game right now, I guarantee they would just do that. It's the same thing with the Forge mode. Like, you guys don't, like, people that... We had this discussion the other day on stream, so sorry if I'm repeating for some of you guys. But, like, people are like, oh, Bungie just needs to add the Forge mode. Like, you don't fucking think the company that almost entirely invented and popularized the Forge mode, you don't think that's ever crossed their mind? Like, you don't think if it was easy to do, that shit would already, or didn't take a lot of resources, like, you don't think that shit would already be in the game? Unlimited content driven by the players? Come on. Stop being silly billies here, okay? I don't get why they made exotic so low tier in terms of stats. That does make me very sad. Because that's another thing. I didn't talk about that in my video, but that's another thing we gave direct feedback on. We were like, they told us they were gonna do that. We were like, what? Like, yeah, it's gonna take us a while to get the system implemented. Great, just make them drop at tier 3s. Like, what? What are we doing? Like, you don't want to make them max because you don't want to invalidate the system or whatever when they finish it. But come on, making them so bad right now is crazy. And also, like, Bungie talks about, there's been like with Crucible maps and stuff. And they're like, oh yes, if we want to make a change in the Crucible map, like move a box, it used to take us like 8 hours. And then with the changes that we made with the Beyond Light engine system, now it's so fast. It only takes us 45 minutes to move a box. Or if it takes them that long, if it takes Bungie that long to move a box, oh my god, how long do you think it takes for a player to do shit? Oh my god. Fucking wild. It's like, yeah, okay, they should develop new things. And I guess my understanding is the game has to be built from the ground up to support a Forge mode. Look at, like, Halo Infinite. And I guess that just wasn't the vision for Destiny 2. Remember, when Destiny 2 was being developed, it was still only supposed to be a 3-year-long game. Right? Can someone tell Resna that I'm pretty sure they are, like, way fucking behind? I literally have a sword on now. I forgot. I forgot. Dude, guys, I'm actually so bummed I have to re-record this video. It was a banger too. I had some really funny jokes. It's not gonna hit the same. I'm wondering why they don't just remove avant-garde rather than spending time converting exotics to new gear, which clearly takes dev time because they're waiting for renegades for that. I think it's still to push people to, like, I think they still kind of want that new gear system thing. I'm still not a big fan of, I don't know. I just don't really think that has accomplished what it set out to accomplish in as easy of a way. I'm still not against the idea of new gear bonus being used to, like, slow down power creep and incentivize grinding out the new stuff, especially if it's over the course of a longer period, like a year. Like, I like that. which they have made those changes. Maybe I don't like that, but I'm like fine with it. Like I understand it, and it's like, yeah, okay, I get it. I am not a fan of like an optional avant-garde, sure, whatever. The required stuff for Conquest, I'm not a fan of.
The Vex Mind has raised the line of defense. Take it down.
Oh my god, they reused this boss from the Edge of Fate campaign, bro. I think they needed all armor exotics to drop a tier 5 and they have the initial drop rate be equivalent to Destiny 1 exotics. That'd be kind of interesting. I love the way Borderlands has done the shiny legendary thing. I think that is fucking dope. And in a game like Destiny where exotic weapons literally don't drop anymore, I think they should look at implementing that system or something similar. This guy has way too much health. And I have a sword on. And it's locked loadouts. And I'm getting fucking lasered, dude. I can take it. Don't swallow the beam. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. That's why I have the obsession people have with Eager Edge, but it's so fun though. Eager Edge is awesome. Bro, I literally got yelled at by my teammates by not using a movement loadout when I wasn't using Eager Edge. I can't win. I mean, why is this guy not genning super, by the way? Like, the super, this guy just doesn't count as doing damage? There's no super gen. This is from Echoes. All of the Echoes battlegrounds were so good. Ah! Yeah, this is fucking rough. Oh shit! Having a bad time. Having a bad time. Give me bronze squares. Give me bronze squares. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Everything's fine! Oh no. Do we go to orbit if we die? Eatster! Bro, why there's so many fucking enemies? Like, stop! Get some oh my god. Oh no.
Guardian down.
Dude, what the shit? Oh no. Stay alive. Alright, I'm never getting bullied into using Eager Edge again. This was the dumbest shit that's ever happened to me. The fact that I let myself get bullied is crazy. We only have 5 minutes. And they're nowhere. Oh no. We're so. I never would have called Ultimate Baby Game earlier if I knew. If I knew this was the shit people were complaining about, I never would have said that. Oh my god. I look like an idiot. Five minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. No! Oh no. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. Austin? Austin? No, bro, don't die. No, Will, get away from the wall. Get away from the wall. Stay alive. Stay alive, Easter. You're almost to me. You're almost to me. Oh my god. You're almost to me. Why did it just reset the timer of my res? That is such a troll, dude. That is such a troll that it just did that. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Oh, I just threw my grenade. Bro, I need special ammo. This is such a fucking. Oh, we can shoot this and stun him, right? Dude, 3 minutes. We got this. We can lock in. We can lock in. The fact this doesn't give you super is so cringe. Easy! Easiest shit we've ever done! Baby game, bro! God, I'm a fucking idiot. First try. Give us that fucking A. Yeah, yeah, buddy. Literal baby game, dude. The easiest shit I've ever done. Come on. Come on. Sword for everything, dude. Some clutch moments. Well played, gents. Well played. Oh, holy shit. That was so stressful. Okay, first off, we're taking off the fucking sword. I don't know who recommended that. You're a meanie head. You're literally a meanie head. I don't know what else to tell you, man. What else we got going on? Saber? That's fucking so fast. Okay, pressure cooker. Got ourselves a Brawn. And a Bane. We need a caster sword with eager edge for range fights. That could be kind of fun. Can't skate with it. Yes, lap. Portal modifier loadouts. I'd be down. I think that's a fine idea. Can you get more bonus drops or complete the weekly challenge? You can get them randomly when you complete bonus portal drops, but honestly, you're probably just better waiting till the next week. But you can, like, every time you complete a portal activity, you have a chance to get bonus drops for another activity. Yo, NorCal, what's up? Yeah, what's up, Scary? Even with all the changes to portal and leveling, I'm still lacking motivation to even turn on the game. That's, I mean, that's fine. There's still a lot of work for them to do. We're in a lull. I will say, NorCal, the Call to Arms event looks fucking awesome. It looks fucking fantastic.
That's Rasputin, the AI Warmind. If I'm understanding him correctly, it's a distress call. There are so few ballet fans left, Guardian. It'd be a shame to lose him.
Don't feel forced to log in and play. Enjoy your time and things you want to. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Officially 40 away from 550. I'm really close to that. I'm 508. It's crazy. I was 472 on Tuesday. I've gone up almost 40 levels. I haven't heard of the game mode. What is Call to Arms? Call to Arms is a new event. Imagine if, like, portal scoring, strike scoring, and like leaderboards had a baby, and then had like probably the best like the most rewards we've ever seen. Like, they are like just chucking rewards into this event. But it's like you'll have to compete with the community. There will be a set of activities, and you have to min-max to get the highest score on them. Sort of like Guardian games, but better range and hopefully better balance. And if you get above a certain threshold, there's like a limited time universal helmet that you can get. There's a finisher. There's sparrows and ships and emblems and shit. Like, there's so much. They're just throwing cosmetic loot at you for doing well in this event. It's kind of sick. Yo, Sapphic, how you doing? They shouted GM Ultimate Playlist, and it's a guaranteed chance of adding a bonus drop. The loop would complete all bonus drops. Go into playlist, more bonus drops. Yeah, I'd be down for that. So as you confirm, if you don't do contests, you get catalysts from the quest with the beacons. The way it works, Ryan, I believe, is after you do the quest, you can focus for the catalyst, and then once you focus for the catalyst, it can drop from like the next time you do encounters in the raid, I believe. What are you thinking of going back to Destiny Rising? We'll probably do a Destiny Rising stream this weekend. They just changed the the requirements for the Dawn Walker, the Season 1 seal, it's a way easier now. You now just have to get to Expert 1 in Calamity Ops, which I already am. You don't have to get to Master 2. Totally fucking down with that. How bad is the new event? Dude, it looks fucking awesome. What role do you use on your side? Chaos Shaped, Attrition Orbs. As a Warlock main, I can't wait for Festival of the Lost to get that Slenderman cosmetic drip. Dude, Festival looks really good too. Both events that they talked about genuinely look really promising and really good. It's exciting. Failure, how you doing? Been thinking about getting back in after the recent changes and walkbacks. Yeah, I think the portal, like, look, I have a series of videos planned going over this. I think the portal has still a lot of shortcomings, a lot of things that they need to do to fix and address stuff, for sure. Don't get me wrong. It's far from perfect. But I like the direction that they're heading, and things like these little mini events that clearly have a lot of work put into them in combination with some of the changes they're making to the portal. They make me excited. Like, we are far from perfect, and there's still a lot of work to do, and there's still things in the game that I'm not a huge fan of. But this is the first time in a while I feel like we are heading back in a positive direction, and I want to keep that going. Got Hellhouse in 2 draws. Hell yeah. It took me like fucking 40 or something. It took me so long. What do you think of the Destiny Rising video that dropped? Do you think the witness actually shows up in some way eventually? I mean, they clearly have a good plan for post-launch content. Yeah, I've been really enjoying Destiny Rising. So yeah, we'll definitely do another Destiny Rising like grind stream for titles and stuff probably this weekend. Sunday, because tomorrow we have speedrun training practice. Saturdays are speedrun competition, and I don't have hockey this Sunday, so I'll probably do some Destiny Rising that day. Just guilded the banner bearer title a few days ago. Oh, I still need I think I just need like 10 more dungeon raid encounters. I'm pretty close. One would say we gain momentum. We are unironically gaining momentum, and I hope it stays that way. With all the things that changed, do you think this all happening because of feedback or because they genuinely believe they got it wrong? I do not live in a world where I think those are mutually exclusive. Right? I think in Bungie's line of work, I think you are faced with a certain set of parameters and conditions. Market conditions, dev resources, the amount of time that you have that you're restricted to make a piece of content. And you come up with a couple of choices. And you make decisions based off of these options. And you go with what you hope is the best that fits the certain mix of criteria that you have. Your timelines, your budget, what you think your population, like your consumers, your player base, what they want. And sometimes you just get it wrong. Sometimes you don't have enough time to finish and make all of the things that you wanted to make. Or sometimes maybe your ideas just didn't hit like you thought they would. Or like the final product doesn't look like the ideation that you had. I think people forget like the ideation to concept pathway in all developmental spaces, it's a very difficult process, and things change a lot, right? And you know, I think it is very likely, and in fact, having spoken to Bungie and listened to what they've said and seen them on stream and stuff, like, it's pretty clear to me that they made some decisions around timelines and budgetary constraints and stuff like that, and not all of them hit. They didn't have enough time to finish everything they wanted to do, which is why, you know, exotic tiering wasn't finished, etc., etc. They made some artistic decisions with things like Kepler and the Edge of Fate campaign, and not everything landed, you know what I mean? Not everything is we believe in this full 100%, and we, you know, I believe that, yes, in hindsight, especially with community feedback and seeing how it interacts with the full game, that they both are making changes based off of our feedback and because they have learned things. because that's kind of how humans work. Make a company lose money and they'll change? I think that's a very broad... I think that's a very idealistic way of thinking, right? Like, a lot of times, things are done because of factors outside, like, that are not as simple as we just wanted to do this, right? Like, I think, once again, my perspective here is very different than a lot of your guys's, because I think a lot of you guys are young, and even those of you who aren't young, like maybe you've never worked at like giant companies. I work at a very fucking huge company, much larger than Bungie, and all the fucking time I see decisions that affect things, and I see timelines change, and I see resources change, and I see things like tariffs tank our company and our business, and result in layoffs and things like that. Companies lose money because of factors outside of their control literally all the time. Companies make business decisions that they realize are going to lose them money, but they think it'll lose them less money than the alternative all the time, right? We don't live in a government or economics textbook. Things are very complex. There are very, very, very many moving parts for these things. And I think it's kind of dangerous to speak in, especially with the lack of experience in very broad terms, because I think it's not very helpful, and it just contributes noise to a conversation that doesn't actually help. It should be illegal to get two drops in the same spot. That's crazy. It's just a very, I don't know if romanticize is necessarily the correct term here. It's similar to romanticization, but I think it's very romanticized to be like, I don't like this dev, hate me, I hope they die. Like, I think it's a very black and white view to be like, every change that they make that I don't like is a personal attack against me, and it must be because they're like woke or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that's if ultimate difficulty is baby difficulty, then that's like very baby brain level understanding of like how the world works, you know what I mean? Which is unfortunately how the world works nowadays, is having a very baby brain understanding of things. But this is what it is, you know? All of the random events that Destiny Rising does, they dropped another random Shadow Shaper event today. I like them, but they're not rewarding enough, and they get to the point where they're kind of like some of them are really good, some of them are more just nuisances. The more I think about it, the more I realize a game like Destiny is arguably one of the hardest games to make, and that's why we haven't seen any real competitors over the last 10 years. Dude, every competitor, with the exception of Borderlands, has failed. That end game piece, making an interesting loot chase and challenging content and like pushing the players to aspire to push themselves, to grind harder and learn harder things. Seemingly fucking impossible. It is like literally, guy, like think about this, okay? You could write multiple like theses, thank you, me. On like, Bungie has essentially trained us like lab rats to do the most complex fucking bullshit ever. Like, the fact that you can take 6 internet strangers, like 6 idiots on the internet, and over the course of 10 years, you get them to be cohesive enough and understand like all the fucking weird shit in this game enough to complete something like Epic Desert Perpetual on contest difficulty. And it just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you have to do this in this order, and and you can just train people to do that. And in fact, people will pay you for that experience. That's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. I mean, technically Warframe is there. I think people think Warframe is a lot bigger than it is, guys. Like, I'm not trying to discount Warframe. I'm sure people love it, and I'm sure it's a great game. But it's just like, it's on a completely different. It has never hit the highs of Destiny. It's just a different stuff entirely.
The solar crystals must be contained.
I think one of the cool things, like, probably to one of the benefits of Warframe, right? Like, games like Destiny and studios like Bungie, it's one of the things that causes them to make really stupid decisions that end up destroying them. You see this with giant companies, like, literally all the time. Is this pursuit of endless, consistent, unsustainable growth, right? And it's a lot easier for a company like Warframe or Digital Extremes. Is that who makes Warframe? To, you know, they're smaller, you know, that sort of thing. Like, it's a lot easier to make consistent 10% on $1,000 every year than $1 billion every year, especially when your growth comes from, like, when you start to hit, like, a maxima of, like, an audience and you have to expand into other audiences or customer bases. Marathon, Matter, et cetera, et cetera. And so there's something to be said, I think, for companies that, you know, don't stop making cool stuff and keep iterating and keep trying to grow, but don't, like, risk their entire fucking company for it. Like, at some point, I think you have to be like, oh, we employ 1,200 people. We make franchises that people adore and have adored for decades. Maybe that's just good enough. And, you know, that's obviously, Bungie's was a publicly traded company. They can't exactly do that. At some point, they could have done that because they were a private company. Obviously, now I'm the one having a very idealized, like, romanticized version of the world, but it'd be nice if just for once companies didn't ruin themselves by trying to overexpand and fucking milk everything dry. Bungie mastered the art of social experiments, kinda. The unfortunate plague of people believing that everything must be black or white or no in between. Yeah, I think that, I mean, that is so much of why I get I'm in the position that I am in terms of, like, people, like, trying to attack my character and stuff. Is I feel like so many times, like, people, I try to explain things in nuance or with nuance, and for some reason, if it's not immediate, if you're not immediately all, like, all chips on black, then you're a shill. It's like, well, I like to understand context because we live in the real world and context is very important, and things aren't always 0 or 100. Having 5 active projects was a mistake. I think 5's actually an undershooting, right? I mean, we know of Marathon Matter, Gummy Bears, Payback, Destiny PvP game, Destiny 2. Okay, maybe 6. But, you know, I agree. I think, once again, I've gone on record, and I have no insight to the inner workings of, oh my god. Oh, I have no insight to the inner workings of Bungie. I've never worked at a game studio. I don't know. My perspective, in my opinion, from what I do, oh my fucking god, from the little bit I do know and can surmise from my personal experience, is a lot of the mistakes that I can see outside looking in seem to have been driven from the fact that they tried to go straight from a 1 IP studio straight to a 3 IP studio. And they tried to make that happen very fast. Whether that was to artificially increase their valuation for Sony or whatever, you know, people have different thoughts or theories on that. I'm not here to make, you know, that claim. I don't consider myself educated enough on the topic, and I don't think there's any way we'll know for many years. But it seems like they made a lot of very, very, very rapid growth decisions, all of which made 0 money and have yet to make any money. I do not blame the existence of Marathon inherently for the downfall of Destiny. I think there are 100 different choices that exist there, and I definitely think there is a world, and still potentially could be a world, where both Destiny and Marathon are thriving, interesting franchises, and I hope that comes to fruition. I think once again it is much too black and white and kind of simplified to be like Marathon killed my game. I think honestly that's a very convenient thing for like, if I'm Pete Parsons or whatever, that's a very convenient thing for people to believe. Because that means that the blame goes to that one thing instead of a series of bad decisions, you know? It's like, oh yes, please blame this one thing. Marathon should have never been a live service game. It could have been a cool single player remake. Just because I have a certain idea of what Marathon can be in my head, I'm going to go ahead and disagree with that. I really, really love the idea of Marathon being able to, like, I think Bungie's versions of, like, Fortnite events have always, like, they've only done a few of them, but they always hit, whether that's, like, a community puzzle or, like, the almighty thing. Like, I think they've done a very good job showcasing that they have awesome ideas in that kind of surrounding space. And I think Marathon, oh my god, gives them a very, very pliable and malleable canvas to explore more of those ideas. And that's something I'm really excited about. We know that they stopped doing live events in Destiny because it's the Destiny fucking engine. The game breaks when they do shit. So a smaller, more simplified game that's maybe built from the ground up to handle those sorts of things seems like it would more enable that sort of thing. And I just, like, that's always been my favorite part of Bungie games, are the community events, the races, the puzzles, the, you know, et cetera, so. I guess because it was a originally PvE game. No, I understand why people think that. But also, I am 100% convinced that most of the people being like, Marathon should be a PvE game because the originals were. Dude, I would bet, like, your mom's liver that 90% of those people never even fucking touched the original Marathon, so don't even give me that, you know what I mean? But, it's a, you know, if you have, like, an actual sentimental connection to the franchise, I understand, and I don't blame you for thinking that. I just do, knowing the current lore of Marathon and stuff, I think it is a really cool canvas, and I would love to see Bungie get the opportunity to explore more of it. For sure. Yo, Sir Dynamite, what's up? I can't see Bungie making anything but multiplayer games now. I'd be very surprised to see a single player game. Yeah, I agree. It's just like, especially around the time that they were doing all their incubation 6 years ago, single player games, I think people forget, are having a little bit of like a resurgence, like a renaissance right now. But for a while there, it seemed like, I distinctly remember reading like IGN articles or something that were like, is the era of single player games over? Like, there was definitely a definitive period of time around Fortnite, PUBG, Among Us, Apex, where it was like, oh my god, social interactions, multiplayer games, player-driven experiences, this is the future. And then, you know, things, God of War, The Last of Us 2, like, these things started coming out and popping up in me, and people started realizing, oh no, actually, their solo experiences still do work. People still do want those. There is a market for them. Hey, stay away from my mom's liver, gamer. Sorry.
These are the Spire's wardens. Remove them and complete our ritual.
I personally want Marathon to fail for the sole purpose to get all hands back on deck for Destiny. Yeah, I think that's a very naive take. I like a borderline ignorant take, to be honest. Like, respectfully, that's just not how business works. Especially a company the size of Bungie. That's just not, in my experience, that's just not exactly how that would go. Feels very, you know. like almost like a children's movie. Like, oh, my perceived bad guy lost, and now everything's bad. You know what I mean? It's just not reality. Yeah, Bungie dies in that scenario. I don't want to. Once again, I don't like talking in absolutes, but you know, it definitely wouldn't be great. I'm interested in the 6-player activity for Festival of the Lost. I cannot believe the last fucking 6-player activity that we got was Catch Crash. No, fucking Salvage. It's been 2 years since we had a 6-player activity in Destiny. How insane. Well, that's non-raid. 6-player, you know, seasonal-ish activity. That's insane. That is actually mental. Base Scarrow continues to be based. I mean, it's... I don't know. It's hard because not everyone has the personal experience. Not everyone has worked at large companies. And that's, like, totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think it's so important for people to have that context. Like, understand how the real world works, you know? Six-player arena. Yeah, arena. They called, what did they call Encore? Not Encore. The... Fuck, I literally always forget its name. I feel like once every 4 streams, you guys have to tell me what it was called. The Season of Echoes event. The shit was that called? Not... Oh, please. Dude, God Roll Haliatus does not exist. I don't remember what that shit was called, dude. Anyways, they used a word for it, and I don't remember what it was. It's like part of their marketing for it. No, not Quartz. Do you think Finality's Augur will be nerfed? Eventually, I think it will be, yeah. Wasn't there supposed to be Flashpoint ops in the 6-man activities when they originally showed off the portal? Yeah, the original concept art for the portal was a lot different. Yeah, Breach executable. They might have called it in arena mode, actually. Alrighty, dude. We have made some fucking power gains are juicy. Should I just take these? Do you guys think? I mean, they're both probably watching the stream, but do you think they'd be surprised if I just loaded us right into fucking Hypernet? Oh, man. Just kidding. Okay. I do not recommend loading into Hypernet at 510. Oh, can you still over-level the conquests? I was not aware that was a thing. Dude, the launch bug has been happening so much recently. It has gotten significantly worse with Edge of Fate. Do you know what time you guys are getting in the epic raid speedrun? No, we haven't done a full run yet. Our full practice is tomorrow. You get capped at 5:30? Oh, okay. What do you get capped for the other one? 550 is the cap for the other one then? Bungie needs a 10 out of 10 single player game they own though. They can't survive with one live service game. No studio can. Even Blizzard has single player games you can buy.
Guardian, the Cabal have established a base not far.
This is always something that I have trouble with. Like, define survive. Like, right? Only making money from a live service game for 12 years. Like, there's been up and downs, and there's been crazy decisions made and stuff, but it's kind of like, seems like surviving to me. Know what I mean? Like, fuck, dude. How hard is the Rising raid? I know it's not crazier than the mechanics are. No, it's, dude, it's free low. I have a guide on it. You should watch it. But it's free low. Don't worry about it. It literally, it tells you a lot of the mechanics like on screen. Like where it says like smash the Cabal defense. In Destiny Rising, like a lot of times it'll be like blow up the fuse or find the correct weak points and shoot. That sort of thing. Like it's not bad at all. What do you expect to be on the roadmap? Now that is a fucking great question. So that's actually something that's so surprising to me, or like I'm really curious about, because this roadmap is taking so long. Like surely it can't, like surely it can't just be the stuff we already knew, because then why is it taking like a month? You know what I mean? Like it. This feels like... Do we know when we're getting it? They're probably mapping stuff into Shattered Cycle. Oh, maybe. Maybe like a release schedule. Or like an announcement schedule. Something like that. They're doing a Luke Smith. Here are the next 3 raid or expansions. If you could choose, do you prefer the 3 classes with customization or Destiny Rising's unique characters? Oh, fucking Destiny 2's model all the way. The Destiny Rising model is nice because I don't want to have to spend an insane amount of time in that game, and it means I can just like worry about one like streamlined character. I can sort of prepare for data mining characters if I know their weapon sets. Like that stuff's like fine. But like, look, I have been one of the biggest advocates for Destiny Rising in the Destiny like content creator space. Like I have made a ton of videos. I've done a ton of streams. I will continue to play it. I genuinely really enjoy a lot of aspects of Destiny Rising. But there's not a world where I sit here and say almost any aspect of Destiny Rising is at face value better than like something in the main game. There are ideas that Destiny Rising does super well, but they don't have to do them as full because they're a mobile game. So they can release a half-baked card game or a half-baked fishing. Actually, the fishing mode is pretty sick. Or, you know, like make a bunch of short strikes. They get away with a lot of stuff in a lower quality because they are a mobile game, right? And it's like, I really respect a lot of the interconnected systems in Destiny Rising, like how every activity has a card you can grind for, and an exotic you can grind for, and a thing and a thing and a thing you can grind for. And I do really think a lot of that game is done very well. But it's just not even on the same playing field most of the time as Destiny 2. There's almost nothing in Destiny Rising that, let's say, like, if you could upscale graphics and port it over to Destiny 2 using a button, almost nothing in Destiny Rising could be a one-to-one copy over to Destiny 2. Maybe fishing, maybe shattered or shifting gates. Everything else would need a significant amount of work. And there are really sick ideas in there. I would love something like Calamity Ops in Destiny. I would love something like Expanse in Destiny. I would love something like even Chaos in Destiny, like stuff like that. But it's just not the same quality. You know, it's just different. It's a mobile game. It's truly a mobile game. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I advocate for the game. I really enjoy the game. I will continue to play the game, but it's just not the same. I know they said they aren't going to, but if they announce Wrath, I would be surprised. Wait, I know they said they aren't going to, but if they announce Wrath, I wouldn't be surprised. I would be entirely surprised. I don't know where they would be, unless they hired fucking 10 people specifically to make Wrath of the Machine. Actually, if they announced Wrath, the first thing that would go to my mind, like legitimately, is, oh shit, what got cut because of that? What loot isn't being made? Which design spaces aren't happening, etc., etc. Because, like, keep in mind, that's a lot more than just a couple people reskinning a raid, right? Like, that's a huge interdisciplinary push out of the blue. That doesn't come from nothing. So, that would definitely, that would put me on edge for future content. For sure. Seeing Calamity Ops in Destiny 2 would make me happy. The Portal is literally the perfect design, like the perfect playground for Calamity Ops, right? Oh my god, Bungie, you know how you bring GMs back? Calamity Op conquests. Calamity Ops are progressively harder nightfalls, essentially, with certain time and score requirements. So it's like you have to do it more efficiently. You have to develop really cool strategies. You have to use very specific builds, and it gets harder and harder and harder, and you're ranked against everyone else, and there's specific loot and stuff for getting higher and higher. Different modifiers every week. You could literally do Calamity Ops conquests, and that would add so much to the game. That would be so fucking sick, actually. At this point, would it not be better to bring Wrath back than to make something new? No! No, in no world is that better, man. I just don't... I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a market researcher. I think nostalgia has significantly less pull than people think, and I think it has diminishing returns. I think every time they do a nostalgia thing, it is less efficient than the last time they did a nostalgia thing. Personally, that's just my take. At least that's how it works in my head. And if people do come back for Wrath, they run it 1 or 2 times, and then they're done. Like, it doesn't... I don't think it has sticking power either. If they're gonna make one raid per year, then it better be a new one. Yeah, I totally agree. I wouldn't mind, honestly, like if they played with the epic raid system and they did one new raid plus a different epic raid every year. I think that could be cool. That being said, like coming from like the #1 fan of Epic Desert Perpetual on the goddamn planet, I would be willing to make that sacrifice. No, I think that would be a cool way to switch things up. Like next year, okay, we get like imagine we get a new raid with Shattered Cycle, and then we get like Last Wish 2 where we break the cycle in the epic version, something like that. I don't know at all, like if the team is already thinking about Desert Perpetual, then surely just thinking about an epic version of Desert Perpetual, there has to be some time saved there. I would imagine that probably helps with the resources because you're already used to using, like, working with those assets and in those arenas and with those bosses and with these concepts and stuff. You know, going to a different raid, you'd probably have to, I imagine, like find all those files and get in the headspace and really think about it. And older raids would probably take a lot more work to epicify than newer raids. But if there's a world where we get a new raid and then an epic version of an old raid, I would totally be down for that. I think that would be really cool. More raids like DSC had such good replayability. What about DSC gives it good replayability to you, Hanse? Just to make you do Ribbon legit? Yeah.
I don't know about you, but
That'd be
this
pretty
just feels
funny.
routine now. Who would have thought Cosmodrome sweeps and decoding engrams
When should I
would bring
pick up the
same level of
chest?
excitement?
Should the chest and the conquest be like the last things I do before I hit 550? Or now that I'm above 500, it doesn't matter? I found Salvation's Edge had a lot of replayability, but I don't think many people agree. Yeah, I have hundreds of raid completions, and I think Salvation's Edge is probably one of the least replayable raids I've ever done. Specifically because it was very hard. Like, Desert Perpetual has, like, mechanic-heavy stuff, but I would be fine LFGing Desert Perpetual. I really feel like I cannot effectively LFG Salvation's Edge. Save the chest for 548. Okay. DSC had simpler mechanics. There are other raids that have simpler mechanics that were not received super well. I don't know, especially if we're only getting one raid a year. Although, well, let me finish my thought. Sorry. Scarrow brain. Especially if we're only getting one raid a year, having a raid with easy mechanics seems like it could go bad very fast. That being said, I do really love the idea. I really love the idea of having like an easier, less mechanically challenging raid, and then the epic version being more mechanically challenging. So it's sort of like regular Desert Perpetual is definitely, I would consider, at least at this point in time, to be like a very accessible raid for like most people, and then epic Desert Perpetual being like a really good aspirational difficulty. That's at least my perspective, and I really like that. That combination where you have something for both crowds of people. And I think that is way better than releasing a raid that's probably too mechanically difficult for most people, like Salvation's Edge, or too mechanically simple, like Root of Nightmares, or I think you could argue DSC. I love DSC, but it's probably too mechanically simple for a raid nowadays. So... Vow all day. Vow's a really good middle ground, although I do like... I think if Vow came out nowadays, it would probably be too simple. It's so hard. Like, okay. This is the problem. This is the problem. Because now that Desert Perpetual has set the bar where every encounter could be a final boss. All 4 encounters could be a final boss. Like... Every encounter, all 3 of the boss encounters, Iatros, Agrios, other guy, they could be the fight. They could replace Roll. Like not like lore wise, not like aura wise. I'm just saying like mechanic wise, they are more like actually they're all more mechanically difficult than Roll. Like. Yeah, like especially like execution, the number of people that actually have to do stuff, they're all more difficult than Roll, right? I would say like almost definitively.
Okay. Elizabeth
So now they've set that bar. Like that bar is now fucked. Okay, because if something comes out and you get like a fucking Nezarec again, or an Atheon again, or something like that, it's gonna be super fucking lame. New raid boss name just dropped. Apoptes, thank you, yes. Apoptes nuts! Ha! Got him! Yo, Grimjaw, what's up? So it's like, yes, Vow, I agree. Definitely upper echelon of raids. Easily top quarter of raids, I would say. aura, vibe, loot, etc., etc., etc. Story, whatever. If something like, especially acquisition and Rolk came out today, would almost, I would be like almost unanimously among the raiding community would probably be considered too simple. I would say both of those encounters, especially like this is the first time I've ever thought about it, but Rolk is probably the simplest mechanics in that raid. The fewest moving parts. It's like DPS is really the mechanic of that, and then like they power crept Rolk fucking immediately with the Witness, and then they power crept the Witness fucking immediately with Shadowed Puppeteer, which is super fucking funny actually, where movement tech became the skill gap for a while in raids and dungeons, which is that's pretty cool. And then Korgos I think does a really great job of combining both. Are they ever going to do anything with the gate at the end of that strike? I think, look, we were talking about this. We were cooking. Chat was cooking. Oh, no. Chat was cooking. So that portal goes to Volantis. Oh, no. I don't know how I managed to do that twice in a row, but no. Shattered Cycle could refer to two things. It could be the Shattered Cycle of the Dreaming City, which would be peak. Or it could refer to the Shattered Time Loop that the Exo Stranger found herself in. That is a very deep lore cut. I don't even know if that's ever been officially mentioned as like a voice line in game or cutscene. As far as I'm aware, that is like Beyond Light Collector's Edition lore almost exclusively. And maybe Lightfall lore too? I don't remember. That's a deep cut. But if it's the Stranger one, which feels way more up Allison's alley and the current narrative team's alley than another Riven storyline, then I think there's a very good chance we go to Volantis.
Here we are again, cleaning up another of Clovis' brains.
Original Korgos' final stand was very roughly equal to Rolk's entire health bar. Wait, really?
Told him to build the portal. It's his fault the Vex invaded. His fault so many
No.
people died. I did everything I could.
There's no way that's true.
Wasn't enough.
You can't kill
There's no
Rolk
use in quantifying the help you
with 3 thunder crashes and a couple parasites, can you?
far more than most.
And it's only just begun. Little light.
Oh, contest Korgos? That makes more sense. I still have a hard time believing that, but that seems crazy. I feel like there's not a world on any version of Rolk that we kill him in 3 seconds. But maybe. I don't think the Shatter Cycle is a curse because we're in another destination for it. I mean, they could always just be like Reef or whatever, you know what I mean? Tangled Source back, fuck it. Did you get a spare upgrade? It looks like the surfboard with a jet engine. Wait, Jason, do you not know about skimmers? I'd put money on the first old raid that they updated his last wish. I hope so. I hope, or no. Like, dude, I am such a coper for some variation of Leviathan, Eater of Worlds, Spire of Stars, Crown of Sorrow, Epic Raid, Amalgamation. I need to fuck it. I need to put this into video, dude. It's like, I'm telling you, there is some world, there's some way where you take the best parts of those 4 raids and similar to Desert Perpetual, where it's non-linear, instead of doing that, you treat Leviathan almost as like a card building or a deck building raid where there's 8 potential encounters, and instead of original Leviathan where they swap the order every week, you swap which encounters are actually in the raid every week. Now, you might be saying, Scarrow, are you out of your fucking mind? You think they're gonna remake and update 8 encounters across 4 different raids? I didn't fucking ask, okay? Let me cook, okay? I just think that would be so fucking cool. And imagine there's 8 encounters and they all have some sort of unique drop. Doesn't have to be an exotic or whatever, but like a unique cosmetic, and gives you a reason to go farm. Oh my god, holy shit, Galron's in rotation of Epic Leviathan this week. We have to go farm it. Oh my god. That is my eternal happiness. I just think that would be so cool. I think, 8 encounters. I think you can do 4 original Leviathan encounters. I think you can do Valkaor, Argos, Galron. Fuck it. 7 encounters. Bungie number. 1 less encounter to remake. And it's just like different doors in the castle or the underbelly open, and you can go. It's just like an epic. And all the Leviathan things. Sorry, I'm getting really greedy. All the Leviathan parts are Egregore Callus. And it's updated to be like the robot Calluses. Colossus. They are his disciple form. And there's Egregore, and it's the haunted nightmares everywhere. And it's just like peak aura, and the mechanics slightly reflect that, and it would give Disciple Callus the justice he deserves, because he was underutilized so much. Now, this shit'll never happen. I think it should be Eater, Jump Puzzle, Eater, Add and Clear, Leviathan Bats, Crown first, Crown Jumping Puzzle. No Crown Jumping Puzzle. Take that shit out of there. Take Crown first out of there, dude. Fuck off. What? Crown first encounter? One of the top 5 worst raid encounters of all time? Are you serious? No. Spire jumping, best raid in the game. Oh, I just now realized, after I went on that rant, I kind of reread everything you just said, and you clearly just made a raid out of the worst encounters. And now I feel really dumb for not catching that the first time. I'm tired, okay? I'm hungry. I recorded a video earlier. Discovered my mic wasn't on, so now I have to go re-record it. That's constantly going in the back of my head. So like, forgive me for being dumb. You know what I mean? Or Colossus, yeah, exactly. One huge raid that kind of changes week to week. I just think that would be so peak, dude. I know, a lot of work. I know, I understand this. I sympathize. I'm not here to be realistic. I'm here to fucking say some banger shit, okay? I'm gonna, if I ever get the opportunity to talk to Robbie Stevens again, I'm gonna have to give him my Uber pitch. Hey Robbie, sit down. I'm about to give you $1 million idea. Galron's the top 3 raid boss. I definitely agree. It's up there. The fact, dude, Galron and Riven were so far ahead of their time compared to every other thing that came out anywhere near those 2 encounters. It is incredible that both of those encounters had so much flow and like so many overlapping mechanics. I think you could probably throw Valkaor in there. I do have a problem, like, Valkaor, I think, feels too linear to me. Like, it's too... the beautiful thing about Galron and Riven is there's a lot of there's, 2 or 3 teams of people doing overlapping mechanics, and they're all happening at the same time. Valkaor is everyone does this and 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 this. There's not, like, an eloquency to it. Still a great raid encounter, don't get me wrong. One of my favorites. But I don't think it deserves to necessarily be in the same conversation as Riven and Galron. I would easily put Koragos, Epic Koragos in there as well. I mean, you could probably make an argument for most, if not all, of the Desert Perpetual. Hobgoblin's definitely in there, regular and Epic. Epic Iatros is definitely in there. Hydra, maybe Epic Hydra, maybe. I feel like it's just a little, like it needs a little more oomph. I think Axis probably in there as well. Epic Galron, except he actually chases you. Oh no. But giant, imagine 3 giant Galrons being like, like you're running around. What scare are you playing? Arc Raiders tomorrow? No. I might try it out at some point. I have watched a decent bit of Arc Raiders gameplay. I've listened to Cross talk about it. I've listened to Above talk about it. Both guys I respect and value their opinions on the game. I have yet to see anything I'm really impressed by, to be completely honest. That is coming from... I have 2 aspects here that unfair starting point for Arc Raiders, and I will say that definitely. I generally very much dislike third-person games, and I absolutely fucking despise Unreal Engine 5. It looks fine. It looks fine. I am much more impressed by the finals, the gameplay of the finals, than Arc Raiders. Just from a viewer experience, I've also played quite a bit of the finals as well. I don't know. I hope people enjoy Arc Raiders. I might check it out at some point. I think it's a good reference point to have for once Marathon starts getting ramped up, and it'll be useful for me to be able to like compare the two and talk intelligently about Arc Raiders and other games in the space. But I've yet to see a clip of gameplay that doesn't immediately make me think, man, that looks slow as fuck.
We're safe for now, but they'll be back again in no time.
But I hope everyone enjoys it. I genuinely hope, if you are excited for Arc Raiders, I hope you enjoy it as much as you think you will. Nothing would make me happier. All right, I think I'm done with the fire team ops. I think I'm gonna do one creation real quick. Get those rewards, and then I'm probably gonna go eat dinner. So, thanks for the runs, boys. Yeetster and Austin, appreciate you. I haven't played Destiny 2 since a little before Final Shape. Is all my gear essentially useless, or is it only useful so I get the new armor and whatnot? No, it's if you have stuff that's really good. That was good back then, Cody. It's probably still good now. That being said, there is free gear that you can go pick up next to Zavala in the tower. You'll be able to get usable stuff like very quickly. Okay, let me run this real quick. Is this the only one where I have 3? Yeah. I have 559 or 550, and I'm dreading this Avalon conquest. It reminds me of the OG. Oh, dude, I have hiccups. Fuck off. It reminds me of the OG corrupted GM. What makes it hard? Is it just a crazy delta or what? Hey, Robbie, do you want to make some fucking money? Yeah, on God.
After your victory over the Witness, civilians have been volunteering in droves. Unfortunately,
I hope the coming 2026 was bait for the Rising trailer. I need the content now. Oh, I didn't even see a date on it. I kind of... When does this season end? In 3 weeks? Like, surely we'll get some content. I bet they do like a smaller content season, like more akin to like a smaller expansion or like a Destiny 2 season. And then I bet we get like a large expansion next year. Large expansion, whatever that looks like for a mobile game. Minus 50 deltas. Extinction. Solar incoming damage increased by 66%. So snipers almost one-tap you. Wait. Extinction. Is that... Does that mean there's no reses? Is that what extinction is? Or is extinction you go to orbit if you all die? Hardcore, yes. Wait, what? They want you to... Hypernet and Avalon have no revives? Wait, what? Dude. That's fucking insane. Minus 50? Oh no, I'm gonna die. OG, that's, oh my god. I don't even think that's, I'm thinking of that in my head right now, and I'm like, that's not fucking possible. But you said it's baby game? I said the portal was baby game, bro. Destiny Rising came out today in China and said on their app store that's still an open beta. I doubt there will be much new until January. Other characters. Oh, I mean, there will be. I think season 1 ends literally 3 weeks from today. So there will be some new content. Something, yeah, new characters, maybe. I hope there's a new raid. Like, I need to eat, bro. I need content to feed on. Bro? Bro, this game. I don't know what's happening. Bro, these oracles have far too much health. And why do you gotta destroy so many of them? Season 2 will continue to blow on a hero and Ahamkara. Confirmed? Alright. Oh, we're good. Oh no. Oh no. You're really enjoying Destiny Rising? Yeah, I think it's fun to kill time between like Destiny updates and stuff. I don't give a fuck about that guy. I always forget you don't have to kill these guys. Alrighty. Who's your favorite character to use in Destiny Rising? Definitely Estella. What route do you think Destiny Rising will take with Crota Oryx? Do you think they'll be raid bosses or more story bosses? I don't know. I don't know. It would be easier to answer that question if I knew the cadence that they wanted to release raids in. Like, are they doing 1 raid a year? Because then story bosses. Are they doing 4 raids a year? Then probably raid bosses. Are they doing 1 raid every season? 6 raids a year? Okay, well then definitely raid bosses. Was 512 a reset? Just hit 550? Holy shit, you're gaming, bro. That's crazy. Gonna go with the safe bet of 2 raids a year, considering first raid's only 3 encounters. Man, I hope it's more than 2. I'm on copium. Alright, should be able to kill the boss.
You're back in the inner system, Guardian.
Oh, please be a good Heliatus, dude.
From what I understand, the Nine aren't done with us yet. But until they throw another train at us, there's nothing to do but research.
Research. It makes me sleep inside my helmet. Better to be here at the front, solving problems the Titan way.
Oh, thank fucking God. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good one. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, especially like handling would be really nice for damage rotations, but you know what? I'll fucking take it. I will take it. Oh, you want alloy cutscene? Faster reloads. Why? I'm using Strand Tech, so I shouldn't reload. More rocket dumpage? What? Yeah, I think I kind of want that because I think this helps with the would this not help with the cluster bombs? The strat back in the day, Levy, was lowest blast radius with cluster bombs. I don't know if that's still a thing. I already have a tier 5 with bipod, so I don't really care about the swaps kind of, you know, but yeah, okay, so we end today at I was 472 when reset hit. I am 513. So, literally 40 levels in 2 days. This is awesome. This is fantastic. So, hell yeah. All right, let's find someone to raid. I will hopefully have a video coming out tomorrow. It has to be approved. But once again, it's a sponsored. There's an ad read in the video. It's not a sponsored video. There's an ad read in the video. It will help me a lot if you watch the video, and it's something that I think a lot of people are going to find very helpful. Very helpful. So make sure you watch that. Keep an eye out for it tomorrow. I believe tomorrow if we can make everything work. Okay, who are we raiding? There's so many names I don't recognize. This is awesome. That is the one. That's one thing that's kind of cool with a lot of the bigger names not playing Destiny. I think it really does elevate a lot of the smaller names, which is cool. I would like someone I at least have like I'm vaguely aware of though, so I know I'm not raiding like a meanie head. Let's see, what do we got? All right. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Love your faces. I'll see you tomorrow, probably on stream as well for some... I don't know if I'll stream our practice or not. We'll see. There's a Sabres game going on at the same time, so I might not. We'll see. Everyone have a great night. Love your faces. See ya.